Last week on Thursday Night Therapy, our adventurers continued their tenuous journey aboard the Man's Promise. Lani reaffirmed his deal with Concobar, and after Captain Plug's change of course, Devvie had a conversation with Croup, where a possible destination was suggested. As evening arrived, more conversations were had, with the boys getting to know their Rahadumi crewmates a little better, and Torrin having a heart-to-heart with Sandara, where she expressed her frustrations with the current situation. The following day was one of rough seas and rain. The twins struggled with their duties under the conditions, and Captain Plug ordered that they both be disciplined immediately. Torrin decided to intervene and administer some shock therapy rather than let Master Scourge have a go at them with his whip. The twins laid on the theatrics, much to the delight of Captain Plug. As the day continued, the weather worsened, and by nightfall had developed into a full-on storm. Torrin, with some quick thinking, ran to the front of the ship and cast light on the prow, and with this improved vision was able to warn Plug of oncoming reefs. During these frantic maneuvers, it was Desi who asked if this would be the opportune time to strike. Ultimately, it was Torrin who decided against a mutiny during a storm, perhaps for the better. For as she returned her attention to the path of the ship, she was greeted with the needle-toothed grin of an odd goblin-like octopus creature thing. The ship was suddenly bombarded by these tentacled creatures, and the crew were forced to defend themselves. Luckily, they made rather quick work of them, and the creatures, who after suffering heavy losses, turned to retreat. Despite their victory, the crew had a couple of problems. During the battle, the ship had seemingly collided with a reef, and 2 crew members were missing. Rosie and Sandara were both nowhere to be seen. And that's where we'll pick up this week.
Right. So, I think where we left off, we were looking over the side for those 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to continue running around the rail of the ship to see if I can see anything at all.
I think you actually made a check last week, and as I said, the sea is quite very rough.
Mm-hmm.
It is night time, so it is dark, and the heavy rain means that you cannot see further than about 50 to 60 feet off of the side of the ship.
Okay.
And within that distance, you cannot see anything moving on the surface of the water, and of course, under the surface would be too dark to see.
Yeah.
Mr. Plug at this point is frantically screaming commands, screaming for you to get back to your stations. And he shouts out to Master Scourge to check the damage below deck.
Has Plug reacted to the fact that we're missing 2 people?
Not at all. He seems to be mostly concerned with steering the ship at the moment, which is like, I mean, looking around the deck, the dead bodies of the creatures. As I said, you turn to see the crew with weapons drawn. A couple of them are injured. It looked like nearly everybody ended up having to defend themselves, and nobody was manning the ship or the sails. So Mr. Plug is now just frantically trying to keep the ship under control. But he's now started barking out orders to take in this sail and take in this one.
I'm going to go up into the rigging again, but before I do, I'm going to run over to Torrin and say, isn't there anything, can't you do anything? Can you not, like, is there not like a spell you can do to see if you can find them?
No, I mean there might be, but not one that I know.
Oh, like, can't you like just speak to a god or something? Isn't Sandara to do with, you know, what's her face, Pirate Queen?
I'm not anything to do with that. I don't believe in that god. They don't earn my favor. Do what the captain says. I'll think of something.
Right, I'm gonna make my way over to back over to the mast and climb up.
I'm going to cast
point-
Thaumaturgy on myself
Mm-hmm.
to have the voice that's amplified,
Okay.
and I'm going to shout to the captain, unless you have something to say beforehand.
Nate, what were you going to shout?
I'm going to say, Captain, there's 2 overboard. What should we do?
He seems to ignore you. He's very preoccupied with steering the ship. If he heard you, he doesn't seem to care.
Captain,
At
we're
this point-
missing crew. What
At this
do we
point,
do?
At this point, Master Scourge comes up from under the deck. He's like, Captain, mate, we've got a pretty decent hole in the side of the ship. We're taking on a lot of water. Mr. Plug, again, he seems distracted, but then he comes like back to himself, and you, even if you don't hear him, you can see him like just mouthing like the word "Scheiße, Scheiße," and then he calls out, "Desi, bring in all of the mainsails. Lani, throw the anchor overboard."
Okay. And where would the anchor be located within this ship?
It's on the deck. It doesn't really matter where it is.
Okay. Lanny does, runs over, grabs the anchor, drags it over to the side, chucks it overboard.
He starts issuing more commands. For all the sail to be brought in, and then as the anchor is thrown, it seems to bite quite quickly, and the ship turns. He calls out to Tally, actually. Tally, come and take the wheel. Keep us heading into the waves. Don't let us turn sideways. And he actually leaves the wheel. He nods to Fedor and starts to head down the stairs. And as he does so, he looks to you all and says, "Come with us. We may not need your help."
Am I doing the sails, or am I going down below decks?
He's actually ordered them all to be taken in. So assuming that that's done by now,
Okay.
you don't have to come down, but you are free to do so now.
Yep, I'm down.
Yeah,
Before I leave, though, I'm casting lights on the thing again, just so it's up for another hour.
Okay. So
And
just
it's
to be
not
clear
concentration,
now-
because that spell's great.
Okay. So is it all clear for everybody now that the ship is actually anchored and is
Mm-hmm.
Not moving.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's technically not moving? Okay. So as you go below deck, you can see you immediately you're in like like at least half a foot of water as you walk into the main hold. Not the main hold, the hold next to the sleeping area.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not that level. You're one level below that. You want to see it, or is it irrelevant?
Oh, yeah, show us.
We'll see it.
You know,
Okay, I will try to
show me what you got.
reveal it without fucking everything up.
Oh.
So
Hey.
that's one layer down, right?
Yeah.
So now if I move this here, that's
Yeah.
wrong. Wait. So now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you can see the main hold. Okay.
Yeah.
So on the way down, Lanny
So,
has run in and grabbed his maul. Just grabbed it, bring it, see if it will help.
Okay.
I would have grabbed my quarterstaff as well.
He's thinking it will help.
Okay. Okay, so as you get down here, you see those two barrels on the north side.
Yeah.
These are both cracked open, and whatever was in them is on the floor. And in the space behind them, there is a large crack in the side of the hull. It's not literally a hole, but the wood has kind of been cracked and splintered, and all the water is pouring in through the gaps. And as I said, the water is already like up to your ankles. And when Mr. Plug sees this, he's just like, Nine! Nine! Scheiße! And
I'm
Mr.
gonna attempt to go past him and say to him, Captain, you focus upstairs. We can handle this.
He actually looks to Master Scourge and Fedor, who's come with them. And Fedor nods and is like, yes, we will take care of this. And the captain says, you better take care of this. If this ship goes down, I will have you all. And
If ship goes down, we die.
Or you will all die, and I will be personally responsible. And with that, he leaves and goes up the top of the deck. Fedor turns to you and says, start looking, there must be chest here with equipment for making repairs.
I instead am going to go to the hole and attempt to cast Mending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to link the spell?
Yes, please. You can touch this way, yeah. Okay, so you can see it seems to make a little bit of difference, but these, I mean, the whole length of this crack, like the biggest crack is like 15 foot long.
Yeah.
So there's no way you're going to be like just sealing it up, but it does make a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Can you not
I'm
cast
assuming
that
what
15
casting
times?
is?
I can,
Yeah,
but
but
the
it's still
casting
like-
time is a minute each time,
Yeah.
so...
So I was going to say, you can continue to cast this every minute, and it will help. But in the meantime...
if it is helping, I would do it.
Yeah, sure, you're welcome. As I said, it will speed up the process. Because it is like slowly like squeezing the broken bits of wood together, and the splinters are kind of like realigning themselves.
Whilst Torrin is doing that, Lani will help by trying to essentially push the cracks together whilst Torrin is mending it.
Okay.
Don't break the wood. Push your hand
Gently.
through it.
Gently pushing.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna start searching through boxes to see if I can find tools that we can use to
Okay.
hammer
Can
some
I have
wood in
an
place.
investigation check, please?
Yes.
I'm going to be doing the same thing, so I'll do an investigation as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're always gonna upstage
So-
me, brother, aren't you?
Yeah. So there's not much here, so you don't have that many options. Devvie, you open a crate, but this is obviously not what you're looking for. Sorry, Desi. But Devvie, you open up a crate, and you believe this must be what he's talking about. There are hammers and nails in there. There's a large wooden mallet, and then most of the box seems to be filled up with like cork wedges and like bits of cloth.
Okay. I drag the box over and start handing stuff out to Fedor and my brother.
What about if we split up those big barrels? We can then put the planks in place to try and seal up the hole.
Fedor says to you, exactly, this is what we must do. Take this piece here.
Right,
And he gestures to you to take a piece.
do as he says because he's been on the sea a lot longer than we have.
Yeah. So I need one of you to hold, or some of you to hold the wood in place.
Would that be athletics or
Yes, please. Or no, strength check, please. Just strength.
strength? Still not great, but
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's
Not
enough.
bad.
I mean, you press the plank against like the main tear, and it's pushing in quite like with a decent amount of force. And as you press it up, the water spurts out from each side, but you are able to hold it in place. Desi, would you like to hammer that piece in place?
What would you like for a check?
Do you not have?
Oh, I have masonry tools.
Yeah.
Or I have masonry proficiency.
Yep, that'll
I
do.
don't know if that would help.
Mm-hmm.
Right, mason's tools. It's not. It's
enough.
not.
Not
It's not,
fail.
it's not stone, is it?
It's not stone. But still, 12 is enough to get it in. Lani, do you have any bright ideas?
So Lani does have proficiency with vehicles, water. So would that help in any way? Is there any way, having been on an island and worked with boats a lot, fixing and repairing?
Give
to a
me an
certain
intelligence check with your proficiency modifier
Yeah.
added on.
So that would be intelligence. That would be 4.
Yeah, you have no idea. You're like, oh, should I hit it with me?
Lani's just like, Torrin, just helping. Should I hit it?
Do not hit it.
Okay.
Help hold the planks in place and get some more planks. Better plan. Break up those barrels. Break up the barrels into long pieces so we can use it to brace against the tear. Got it?
Already said that.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Those,
Yeah, but I'm explaining it to him again in case he hasn't got
okay.
it.
Oh, well done.
Actually, Master Scourge at this point. Nah, mate, take the big wooden mallet. And
Well,
then
no.
he picks up one of these cork wedges, and he wraps the tip in cloth, and then wedges the tip into one of the gaps left between one of the planks that have been nailed on and the hull of the ship, where water is still coming out. And as he's holding it in there, he like nods to you, Lan. He's like, "Come on, then, mate."
Yep,
Want me to hit it?
that actually works. Yeah,
Look.
Laddie, hit it.
The cork?
Yeah, hit it.
Okay. Takes the mallet, swings, hits the cork.
I'll need some sort of dice roll, please.
Um,
Just give me an
Attack.
attack roll.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
an
Give me a
attack.
dexterity check, please.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll take an attack roll as if you were using your mace.
Don't actually use your mace though.
No. I'll say it's a wooden mallet, so it's only like D6.
16.
16's enough.
Jesus Christ.
Miss Master Scourge, he does jump as you smash this mallet very close to his hand, and he
Right,
instinctively
shame.
draws it back. But you do manage to knock this wedge into the gap, and with a couple taps afterwards, it does seem to stop the water in that area. So that's actually very good. I've had from all of you a successful way to help stop the leak.
You sound surprised.
No, it's I don't know whether to say this or not.
Don't then.
I can't. I just treated it like a 4E mechanism, like a group skill check. So you basically had to have do four things successfully before you did a certain amount of failures. But you all did successfully in all your things. So,
Wow.
and I'm counting Torrin's cantrip as something positive towards it. So you
Awesome.
basically, I'm going to say you're successful, but it is going to take like half an hour for you to basically deal with the main.
That is
main,
one spell every minute.
Exactly. So you keep nailing on planks. Lani, you help smashing wedges, and throughout all this, Torrin is casting a cantrip. And by the end of which it seems fairly closed, there is obviously still water dripping in, but at a fraction of the speed that it was. So it's about this time that Mr. Plug actually returns to check your work. His face is still like a face of murder. He
Dear.
is absolutely furious. He comes down and inspects the work. Okay. So, tell me, how bad is it? And Fedor reports. Well, first thing is these 2 barrels here. They were broken on impact. This was our drinking water. We do not have anything else to drink. It is all gone. The hole made when we hit reef, we have managed to close it up now, but this will only hold for tonight. We cannot make sail like this. I will need maybe 2 days to make proper repair, and we will need bilges manned all day and all night until it is done. With that, Plug actually, his eyes flicker to you, does he?
I would also make eye contact, just grin. Like old times, isn't it?
Oh, there's nothing I would like more than to send you down into those bilges right now. But I have to admit, I have other plans for you. He turns to Master Scourge. Tell those 3 Ramaduis to get into the bilges and keep on pumping until I tell them to stop.
Okay.
And if they stop at any time, I will take their hands. Make them very aware of this fact. Alright, mate, Master Scourge says, and runs up onto the deck.
Mr. Plug has other plans for me. What a fucking surprise.
Indeed, Desi. I suggest you and your brother get a good night's sleep. I have plans for you in the morning.
Well, we should probably do what the captain says, bruv.
Yes, bruv. And yes, Captain. I look forward to seeing what you've got in store.
With that, he turns to leave. But he does just say, Torrin, please come with me. I need to speak to you.
Yes, sir. Panting, sweating, everything else pouring off of me.
As everyone else goes to leave, Lani turns in. Mr. Fedor,
Yes?
I think Torrin tried to tell the captain earlier, but did you know I think we maybe lost two overboard.
Yes,
The girls.
I hear this, but you must talk to Captain.
I don't think he really cared.
He didn't seem to care.
Fedor just kind of shrugs, as if to say, yeah, that's the way he is. Nothing I can do about it.
I followed on with one.
Is palatable.
Sorry?
Camaraderie around here is fucking palatable.
So at this point, Mask Scourge appears again with the 3 Raudimis, and you see them putting them down into the bilges. But the 3 of you are now free to do what you want.
I'm going to go and find Captain Plug.
Okay. Well, he's already walked upstairs with Torrin.
And I have followed.
Okay. And you are free to follow. You're free to go up onto the deck if you want. It's still pissing it down with rain, but.
Yep.
So. Torrin, Mr. Plug takes you upstairs and actually leads you into his quarters.
Oh.
And you've seen this room before. He sits down in one of the chairs and he lets out a sigh and starts to rub his head. So, Torrin, this is quite a predicament we find ourselves in.
Yes, sir, it is.
I will not say I find you completely unresponsible for this predicament, which is why I will task you partly in making it good again.
Captain.
Mm-hmm.
You find me responsible?
Yes. Your job at the front of the ship was to warn me of oncoming reefs. And we collided right into one.
I can only apologize. I called out as many as I saw.
Yes. This is now irrelevant. You will make good. Will you not?
Yes, sir.
Right. As you have just heard, our 2 water barrels have been destroyed. We have no drinking water on this ship.
That is a problem.
It is indeed. Pedro says we will need 2 days to make repairs, and we have at least 2 days more sailing in front of us. And 4 days sail without water. It's not something I wish to do.
No. I understand that.
That is why, tomorrow, I will be sending the twins to find water. And you will be going with them.
Yes, sir. Do you have a heading in which we may be sent?
There must be an island very close by. At dawn we will see, but it cannot be far. These creatures that attacked us, do you know what they are?
I'm afraid not, sir. I haven't seen any of those before. They're goblin-like, if I could hazard a guess, but obviously water-dwelling.
Indeed they are, Torrin. This is why some people call them sea goblins.
Well,
Very
that makes
original.
sense.
But in these parts they are known as grindylows.
I see.
And they do not live on the open water. They will make their home in cave systems, on islands. There must be one very close. They will not travel far from their abode. They must have seen us coming from their shores and taken their chance upon us.
I think you must be right. If they're,
Of course
if they're
I am.
island dwellers, then we can definitely find them.
It is not the grindylows I wish you to find. I am just hopeful, I should say, that this island also contains fresh water. And it is the
Sir.
fresh water I expect you to find.
Yes, sir.
It is the twins I have tasked with this job, but I cannot trust them really to do anything, so I'm sending you to keep an eye on them. You have said Lani will protect you if necessary, so you can take him with you too.
Thank you, sir.
But bear in mind, I do not want you putting yourself in danger. Let the twins do that, yes?
Yes, sir. I will defend myself, and I will help out, but I won't put myself in harm's way.
Exactly. If you have troubles, then let them take care of it. In fact, you can make troubles for them if you desire. I expect you to return with water, but I would also like you to return with the 2 of them tired. I want them exhausted. I want them hurting. I want them easy to handle. Is that clear?
May I ask what your plan is, Captain?
My plan? You mean today? Tomorrow? Next week?
I mean, with the twins, surely having crew that are willing and able, at least when in this dangerous stretch of water, is better than tiring them out needlessly.
I'm tiring them out, so I can take care of them when they return. I've had enough of the both of them. As I said, I find you partly responsible for this predicament. The other part was taken care of by Desmond. It is time I teach him a lesson.
I see.
And he will learn this lesson. Or he will die. You understand?
Yes, Captain. And I hope he does too.
Oh, so do I. And hopefully his brother is smart enough to learn from his brother's experience. Or I'll have to do the same to him too.
I'm sure he's smart enough.
We shall see.
Dez is
I cannot-
a hothead, but Devvie is... Devvie's clever.
I feel the same way. I expect with his brother out of the picture, Devvie will step in line. You see, I cannot afford to have crew on this ship that does not respect my authority. This is simply unacceptable. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then see that you sleep and are well rested. You will leave first thing in the morning.
Yes,
And
sir.
he turns his head away from you as if to dismiss you.
I will get up and leave. Is there anyone else in the room?
Not right now, no.
Have I seen his plaything anywhere while I was coming in?
You didn't
What's
see on the
her
deck
name?
or Arita.
Arita.
You didn't see her on the deck or in the captain's quarters.
Okay. Okay, I will, I'll stand up and nod towards him to say, Cap, and I will leave.
Okay.
So, as she leaves, will I see her coming out of his quarters? If I'm following
yep.
up? Okay, so as she comes out, that's what like... Is he in there?
Yeah? Why?
I'm having a word.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I'm gonna give him a very pointed look of, really? You need
Right,
to
well-
ask?
I'm not going to go in there and start anything.
He's
on purpose?
already started something.
Okay, well, look, alright. Basically, we need to get Sandara back, alright? I think you'll agree.
I do.
I'm going to ask permission, nicely, if I can take a lifeboat and you out with your light and see if we can see her anywhere.
In this storm?
Yeah.
As much as I like Sandara, I think we'll be putting ourselves in more danger. And it's more of us to lose. I like Sandara, I really do, but we also have to think of ourselves.
Oh, well, to be perfectly honest, I am thinking of myself. The amount of times that I've gone down and she's brought me back up again, I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know, unarmoured, a little bit vulnerable.
And as much as I appreciate that, you can't bring you back if you're dead as well. Listen to me, it's more than your life's worth to go in there at the moment, because he is pissed.
That's hardly surprising.
He's extra pissed.
Oh, really?
Who else is on deck at the moment near us? I presume we're talking quite quietly.
Yeah, I mean, you can see up on the wheel, Tally is there. He is... It actually looks like he's having really good fun. He's smiling, he's tossing the wheel left and right, almost in like a graceful dance, and he's grinning from ear to ear. He seems to be enjoying this thoroughly. And he's basically just steering the ship left and right, just making sure it's always like pointing into the way each wave that comes towards the ship. Most of the other pirates would have actually left the deck now that there's no reason for them to be up there, because it is pissing it down. You can see the light on in the captain's quarters. The only person directly visible on deck would actually be Owlbear, who's still chained to this middle mast.
Jesus Christ.
Who I can actually just pop on there.
Man.
You wouldn't wish it on a fucking dog, would you?
No. I gave him some food the other day. Anyway, not the point. Don't be a twat.
I'm not a twat. It's just a twat things that seem to happen around me.
That's debatable, but we'll come back to that. Look, I know that she's helped you out. She's helped me out as well. But we have to think of ourselves. If we go out there in that little boat, you've seen how big the fucking waves are. If we go out in that little boat, it's gonna fucking kill us. There is no way we survive that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just...
Our best bet is we've been tasked to go to a nearby island tomorrow when the storm clears.
You'll see that Des perks up and says, "What, really? What, just you and me?"
You, your brother, Lani, and myself.
That's fucking ideal.
We need to find fresh water.
Or, no, hear me out. We don't, and we fuck off.
As much as I like that idea, where the fuck are we?
I don't know. It won't be on here.
Neither do I. That's the fucking problem. Those things that attacked us, they usually make their base in caves, according to Plug. So there's got to be something near us so we can find an island and there might be fresh water on it. Because at the moment, 2 days to mend and 2 days sail to the next port in this ship means that if there's nothing on that island, we've got a tiny fucking rowboat and nowhere to go.
Oh, right, well, in that case, I say we go to this island and we see what we can see.
Yeah. But we need to keep in his good book. You need to keep in his good books because he don't fucking like you already.
I don't think I've ever been in his good books. I don't think I am even a bookmark to put in his good book. I think the chances of me and Mr. Plug out there ever being friends are less than a snowball's chance in one of the 9 fucking hells.
I don't need you to be friends with him. I need you to get along enough so he doesn't stab you in the night.
Interesting point.
I don't care whether you fucking like him. But at the moment, it's up to him whether you live or die. And I'd rather you be alive. Just, you know, for a little bit.
That's possibly the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Look. It ain't fun. But just stop antagonising the twat.
I don't antagonise him. I am merely using my natural wit and wisdom. And
Antagonising!
I'm not antagonising. He's just got, you know, he's a bit.
You're doing it now.
He's a bit snowflakey, you know.
You're doing it now.
He was clearly the least loved child, and it shows.
Big fucking sigh, head in hands.
That's what I was going for. Right, let's go to bed.
Oh my god. Merkel,
Which one?
help me. My hands are just going to start sparking.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck off. Go on.
It's is it that time of night already? I feel it's
Yeah.
time for me to go to bed. Right.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Yeah.
Go on,
time to-
fuck off.
Fucking off, Miss Blackheart.
You're a cunt.
I know.
As he disappears down the stairs, if he is,
Of course, I'm going. I'm being a good little boy and going off to bed.
fuck off, are you? Who else is on deck? We've got Owlbear and we've got just the guy on the wheel.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I'm
Devvie and Lani, I assumed you were up on the deck, but I don't know where you are right now.
I'm down. Oh no, I'm not staying in the rain for any longer than I need.
Lanny is on deck. He's just stood at the side of the ship, just essentially just looking out, just trying to see if he can still see anything. Standara or Rosie or something like that, just on the off chance, just pondering.
I will wander up to him and just put a hand on his arm. Okay. You need some sleep, mate. It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
No.
Maybe when the storm clears, we might be able to find them. But right now, we can't worry about it.
Just hate to see anybody lost. No.
I know, mate. Listen, we're going to be out in one of the rowboats tomorrow. Plug's going to send us to try and find some water. Replenish some of the stores that got broke.
Where to? Where to?
I mean, those things that attacked the land creatures. So there's got to be land here somewhere, according to Plug. So,
if it was them that took the two girls, maybe we might find them too.
Maybe. That's something I didn't think of.
Oh, let's their little heads in.
Why would sea goblins take prisoners?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know anything about them. I don't know whether they're smart. I don't know whether they're religious, whether they're just beasts or monsters. I have no idea. I've never come across them. But Plug wants me, you, and the twins to go to whatever island they came from and look for fresh water tomorrow. So I need you to get your rest, because I think we're gonna have a time of it. Got it?
I will row us to an island. I'll row us really strong, really fast.
I know you will, mate.
Yeah.
Get some sleep. I'll be down soon. Tell Devvie, if you see him, what the plans are tomorrow. And we're all gonna need sleep, alright?
Yeah, Lanny heads downstairs and, as it's just been told, beelines for Devvie.
Final thing for me to do on deck. I'm gonna go to the Albert.
Okay.
How does he look?
He's sat down, like, with his his feet flat on the floor, his knees up, and he's kind of got his hands, like, over his head, almost like he's trying to shield himself from the rain.
Yeah.
And he's just looking, like, straight down at the floor in front of him, and doesn't initially seem to notice your presence.
Hey, Albert. I'm sort of crouched, kneel down in front of him. And just trying to get his attention softly, not to startle him at all.
It takes a second, but he does then slowly turn his head towards you.
Hey, you alright?
Oh, bear.
Are you hurt?
No response.
Does he look like he's been battered or bruised or anything?
Not the last couple of days. He's probably still got a few residue bruises from Desi, but I don't think they've had much time to play with them too much since they've been on this ship. So he's looking okay. Physically.
I'm going to slowly extend a hand towards his shoulder and see what he does.
He very, very closely watches the movement of your hand.
And I'm gonna if he lets me, lightly touch him on the shoulder.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the eyes on the skull around my neck will briefly flash, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So as you release this energy into him, you actually see his eyes kind of close for a second, and there's like a brief light smile in the corners of his mouth, and he opens his eyes again. Albert. And he actually reaches up and grabs your hand and pulls it closer towards him, and he starts looking at your hand, and then he softly smells it, and then he takes your fingers in both of his hands like he's inspecting them, trying to figure out what exactly they are and what just happened.
Yeah.
And then he holds his hand up like to his cheek and rubs it to see what happens. And then he looks back at you again, makes eye contact and smiles.
I will smile back. Good man, Albert.
Albert.
I'll come see you again soon, okay? And I'll
As you stand.
I will stand.
And he does like hold your hand as you stand up, and then gently releases your hand again as you go to leave. And watches
I will
you.
smile, and I will go down the stairs and go to my bunk where everyone else is.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to say earlier, Sean, as
Yes.
Dev left the deck, he would have picked up the was it Rosie's scarf or something that was on the deck?
Rosie's scarf was found on the deck.
Yeah, I'm going to pick that up and take that with me.
Okay. So, are you all now in the sleeping quarters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody wants to do before you sleep?
Yeah, actually, if I see Torrin coming downstairs to the sleeping quarters, I'm just going to kind of stand up and walk over to her and say, Torrin, is there I don't suppose there's any chance we can bring that poor sod down here who's been chained to the mast?
I don't think so.
Captain not like it.
Oh, Captain doesn't like anything at the moment. He's in a particularly foul mood. I wouldn't want to push him.
Alright, I don't know. I just feel like if we, I don't know, give him a bit of shelter, he might warm to us somewhat and favour us, if you know what I mean.
He's warmed to me a little bit.
Oh, that's alright.
I gave him some food a couple of nights ago, and I just helped him a little bit with some of his wounds. A little bit lingering from his contact with your brother.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
I seem to have got through to him a little bit. He seems to know that I'm a friend.
We should keep working on that.
That's the plan. He could use a friend, and we could probably use him.
Absolutely. I better go and get my head down.
Yeah, did Lanny grab you earlier?
That's a good point. Did
I
Lanny grab
think retroactively, yes, he would have done on the way down into the.
We can have a flashback conversation if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Lanny heads down the stairs, heads straight for Devvie, and just says to him, Devvie,
Yes, mate.
Torrin said to come and tell you we're going in a boat to an island to get some water.
Ah, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I think tomorrow, but she also said maybe we might be able to try and find the girls too. the ones that went over the boat.
That's a good
I
thought.
can't remember her name. Rosie, the little one, and the
Sendara.
magic-y one, Sandara. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that they, well, if they made it to dry land, that'd be brilliant. Let's see what we can see tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Nice one.
She's just said to tell you. Okay.
Ah, cheers, Lanny. Back to the present. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. They seem to. Fuck you, John.
No, that was awesome.
They seem to.
Flashback humour.
Those creatures. Plug thinks they're land dwellers, so they must not have come very far to attack us. So if we can find the island that they were from, he thinks we might be able to find fresh water. I don't know, a spring or a pool, or hell, if there's a village, they might have something.
Yeah.
So, but he wants you two, Lanny and me, to go.
It's a bit convenient. I like it.
Yeah. It's a good excuse to get out and stretch our legs and get away from the ship for a bit, but it's well, nothing's ever easy when we go anywhere, is it? We went to get crabs and, well, your brother almost died.
Yeah. Let's just be extra careful.
He's a little beat up about Sandara being missing as well.
I think we all are really, but I don't think Captain's having any of it.
No, I don't think so. But we've got our orders for tomorrow, so we'll just have to see, okay?
Yeah. All right.
We need some rest.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long day tomorrow. We're probably leaving quite early.
Right, so I'll go get some sleep then.
Yeah.
I shall see you in the morning.
I mean, your bed's next to mine, so go on, hop it. I'll follow him in.
I forgot that.
Just the record, DM. I'm sleeping with my staff.
You're
Clutched in your
holding
hands.
your wood while you sleep.
I'm clutching
Good
my
to
wood
know.
while I sleep. For all to see.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh dear.
So you are all searching for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
Then I will let you sleep.
Hey.
And do we get a long rest?
You get a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's what I needed.
Yeah.
Spell slots.
HP.
Health points.
So yeah, tank yourselves up as necessary, and you all awake the next day at the sound of the bell.
Nice.
Usual routine.
Fucking hell.
Yep, straight back up on deck.
I'm gonna get Zima into my coat so I can take her with me. And I will get up on deck as well.
Okay. So as you get there, Captain Plug comes to you, the twins. So, you two. I need you two to go and find some fresh water. And he actually turns and points. And now very clearly, actually, as it often is after the day after a storm, the weather is actually incredibly nice. The sea is calm, the sun is shining, and very clearly now, off the port side, well, actually, if you look forwards off the boat, and then let's say to the northwest, you can see an island about
Nice.
a mile away. Very clearly. So Mr. Plug continues. So, I want the two of you to go onto the island and find water. Torrin will be accompanying you, and I believe Lani will be accompanying her. You have 2 days. We will be leaving on the second morning after the repairs are made. And we will be leaving if you have returned or not. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Crystal.
Good. Then prepare your things. I want you leaving the ship in 10 minutes.
Aye aye. Come on, bruv.
So, I would now like you to tell me what you are taking with you. Or at least decide what you're taking with you and what you're not taking with you. So, Lani's taking his mace.
I'll take my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my brass knuckles.
Yeah, I assume you're taking your weapons.
Yeah,
knuckles,
weapons.
Yeah. I mean, like anything other than your weapons and your standard things.
Yeah. Bruv, do you reckon you can go and speak to your cook mate and see if we can get some rations or something?
Oh,
If we're gonna be off for 2 days,
Good call.
we can't guarantee we're gonna find anything to eat.
right. Will do. Yeah, I'll head down and see Mr. Croup.
Okay. You walk into the galley. He's not in there.
Is he in the sleeping quarters?
Yeah. If you open the door, you see him sleeping on the bed.
In that case, I might just help myself to a few things, seeing as it's kind of partly my job at that there anyway. I won't be too greedy, but I'll take anything that's like dried meats or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, there were the leftovers of that pig. He has actually salted and dried.
Okay.
So there is some. I mean, it's not full-on jerky yet, but there are. It is cured to an extent, so that you can take it with you.
So I'll take stuff that's compact, but will pack a bit of nutritional value.
Okay. Just enough to keep you going for 2 days theoretically.
Yeah, and I'll take a jar of rum as well,
All right.
or grog, or whatever.
Oh,
Some
speaking
kind
alcohol,
of good alcohol, strong alcohol.
has it been 3 days since I started trying to make my beer?
Oh, I had made a note of that and I forgot to mention it. Yeah, I think your brew must have been done by now.
Then I will go and I'll pop it and inspect it, and I imagine be disappointed.
Well, it doesn't taste bad. But as you sample it, you realise it maybe didn't quite have the doesn't quite have the effect that you were hoping for. But it's not a bad drink.
Oh, you know, it's a small barrel. I reckon I'll take it with us just in case.
Yeah. Okay. So, any other equipment you want?
I'm taking everything I own except the pearl necklace. Because it
Okay.
all fits
And
in a
it's-
nice little bag.
Okay.
Did you not wear the pearl necklace?
I might.
I think that's the one she found. She
Yeah,
found that on the officer, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Question stands.
Yeah, I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one locked in my chest.
I might also take from the galley the like a harpoon and a grappling hook.
Okay, there is not a harpoon there, but there is the grappling hook that that Croup took from the old galley.
I might take that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that as well, and a length of rope.
There is a length of rope on the grappling hook.
Okay.
It's actually a nice one. It seems to be a silk rope rather than hemp, actually.
Ooh, nice. Cool. Well, I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, it's your standard 50-foot length of rope
Okay.
with a grappling hook on the end.
Okay, rope and grappling.
Okay. If that is all,
Yep.
as you reassemble on the deck, Fedor has made a little contraption for you. It's basically a barrel with like 2 bits of wood hammered onto the sides, so that 2 people could carry it, even if it was full of water.
Okay.
Like front and back. You know what I
Or
mean?
one Lanny.
Or one Lanny, yeah, just like on his back. And that's been like propped next to the boat here. So, and if you're all ready, you're free to leave.
Yep.
All aboard.
Ready when you are.
As the others get into the boat, Mr. Captain Plug does just whisper in your ear, Torrin, like, "Do not forget what I told you."
Yes, Captain. We will see you in 2 days or less.
Exactly. And as you're being lowered down into the sea, he says, 2 days' time. We are leaving.
Yeah. Loud and clear, Captain. We'll be back.
I'm gonna shout back up. Bye bye, Captain Plug. I am gonna miss you.
I'm gonna elbow him in the dick.
I'm being sincere.
No, you're fucking not.
You can look. I'm smiling.
So, Lanny, bye. Lanny, you're rowing?
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay.
I've got to ask.
Ooh.
Before we get in the boat, I was just like quickly nudge Torrin and go, I don't suppose they need the owlbear on that boat, do they?
I can ask.
Hold on a minute, mate. You want to bring the owlbear?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just hoping he doesn't hold a grudge, is all. You know, I did kick his ass last time.
That's a very good point. Maybe we'll leave it.
Right, that's a good point. Yeah, fair.
You know, I'm not
Kind of wise, your brother. He ain't smart, but sometimes a few pearls of wisdom.
I have
Well,
a distinct aversion to have my head kicked in.
Probably the only reason you've lived this long.
Entirely possible.
I mean,
Right.
I just thought, not being mean or anything, but I don't think the guy would really remember it.
You know, I am first to get my head kicked in. I'm trying to mention that.
Fair.
I think we'll leave it for now, but definitely an idea
Right,
for
right.
another time. Taking him out on a voyage might not be bad. I'll mention it to the captain next time we have to come out.
Right, you are. Let's for the off
Right,
then.
get on the boat then, you dicks.
Hop on.
This is out loud so Plug hears me giving orders.
Okay.
Get on. Lanny, you ready with the oars?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, boys, shuffle over. I'm small, but I still need a fucking seat. Right. Mr. Plug, we will see you in 2 days or less. End of flashback.
Okay. So you start rowing south, Lanny, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a montage of Lanny rowing and rowing and rowing.
You know what we
So I
need?
shall just go on.
We need a sing-along.
While you row.
There was once a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Billy of No, we're not seeing that.
I'm gonna elbow him in the dick again. Right in the testicles.
Will you stop elbowing me in the dick? That's...
That's the point.
Ah.
I could shock your testicles.
No, you're right. You know what?
Like that?
Elbows are fine.
Yeah, I thought they might be. Lanny,
So,
may Merkel guide you, and I'm going to cast guidance on him.
okay. I was just going to say, as the seas are incredibly calm today, I'm not even going to ask for a check to row the boat. But I am going to describe what you see. So as you leave the ship and start heading towards this island, as I said, it's about a mile away. And directly south of the ship, you can see the start of this island. And then it stretches roughly 3 miles to the right, where your view of the island stops. On the left side from your view, from what you can see, I'm describing what you can see now, looking south. On the left side, you can see a large rocky outcrop, which kind of like juts upwards out of jungle, almost like fist shape, as if like a fist has punched out of the island. There is then a stretch of jungle for a couple of miles, and in fact, can you all give me a perception checks?
Ooh.
Except Lani, who's looking the other way, I guess.
I'm a bit worried that
Devvie.
all of my good rolls are happening now.
Say
I'm
that.
too busy elbowing Des in the dick anytime he starts to sing.
Stop it!
Stop
So
singing
Danny,
and I won't hit you.
I'd love to sing!
As you're scanning the line of jungle, Devin, you notice roughly in the middle, you seem to spot some sort of structures. It's hard to see from this distance, but there seems to be something there.
Okay.
Then the jungle continues, and on the right side, you can see what starts off quite at ground level and then quickly rises up is like a huge, like a cliff, like a sharp, pointed cliff mountain thing,
Okay.
which kind of like it seems to like run away from your view and then like kind of curl to the left as this island obviously goes back beyond your view.
Okay.
That's all that you can see from this view.
Right. I will point to the structures and say that looks like we've got some sort of civilization.
I think you're right.
Should we just rock straight up to it, or do you want to avoid that?
I think checking it out is a good idea, but I don't think just turning up unannounced is a good idea.
Right. So
Lani, do you wanna aim maybe along the coast a little bit, and we'll cut in from the side?
Yeah, I keep rowing. Just guide me as I come in. I can't see at the back of my head.
Pull less with your right arm for a second.
Which one's right?
Never mind, just keep rowing.
Okay.
When
So
we
you-
get later on, I'll attempt to guide him in a little easier.
So you basically want to get closer to the shore, but not heading directly to these structures that Devvie's seen, correct?
Yeah, we want to come in at a sort of angle to the structures.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say as you get closer to it, these structures become more recognizable, and at some point you realize they look like almost like mud huts or like little wooden structures, huts. With, but you see no movement, no people, no actual sign of life.
You know, it might actually be safe just to go straight for him. Can't see anything moving over there.
I would say you're about half a mile away now. And as I said, you can't see
Could be right.
any movement or anything.
Oh,
What would you like to do?
I mean, if you guys want to go straight in, it's a bit more direct and it takes less time. But
but we kind of want to avoid a fight, really, don't we? I mean,
yeah, we kind of announce our presence if we just rock up in the middle of a village.
yeah. Let's go to one side. Just safe is better, innit?
Safe is better,
Yeah.
at least for now. Listen, while we're rowing, speaking of safe, Plug fucking hates you two, you know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Colour me shocked.
Last night, when I went up to his cabin, he wants you two on this mission to tire you out. And he wants to take care of you two when we get back.
Well, that's as plain as it can be.
Let me say it even plainer. If you don't understand how the ship works and how to fall in line and respect Plug, he'll kill you.
Well,
You've got no more chances. This guy's gonna kill you. Next chance he gets.
I told you we should have taken him out when he was distracted.
I think that's why he wants. Right. I think that's why he wants us tired, Torrin. I think he's going to try and kill us when we get back.
I get the distinct impression that that this isn't a warning. I think this is you wearing us out, and then we go back there, and he takes advantage of the fact that we're not at 100%, and he kills us because he knows he can't fucking take us in a fair fight.
He's not. I don't think he wants to kill you outright to start with. I think he sees the value of having you as crew if you do as you're told. But I don't think he'll hesitate to kill you if you give him the option.
See, Torrin, I am a horrible cunt, and I can recognise another horrible cunt when I see one. Right? If I was him, and he was me, and we brushed up against each other like we are, I wouldn't be giving me any more extra chances. I would be asking you to wear him out. When he got back, I'd fucking kill him. I might do it slowly. I might have fun with it, but I'd kill him. This isn't a case of, oh, I'm going to give him a shock and we'll see what happens. This is it. All right. I think we've come to the end of the line for our particular relationship. So I'm going to be planning for the worst. If we go back.
Well, if we get back, I suggest that we are well rested, but perhaps looking like a bag of shit.
Indeed.
Let's see if we can find anything on this island that we can maybe if we find something we can kill and smother its blood all over us, make it look like we've had a bit of a nasty run-in, so that when we turn up all covered in blood and looking exhausted, see what he tries to do. And then if he does try and kill us, well,
smash his head in.
Yeah,
I like a style, Danny.
we'll make a miraculous recovery and then stab the cunt's eyes out.
Much as I hate to say it, you boys might be right. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, go on, feel that burn. Feel it down deep inside you.
Don't make me elbow you in your fucking balls again.
I'm sitting the other way. I'm facing this way now.
Right.
I mean,
So
I
our
hate being
plan-
right, but I like being right, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Just wish you were right in a different situation. So, we need to get on land, we need to get water, and we need to take you back to the ship. But
Yeah,
with all of that, we need to be as rested as possible,
absolutely. We need to
so
be
that
ready.
if he does attack, we're ready.
Yep. 100%.
Which is easier said than done, because we got no fucking idea what's on the island.
Well, we got 2 days. If we can pack all of this shit into one day, that gives us another day to recover. So let's run around like mad bastards on the first day, make enemies of everything on the island, kill it all, and then have a jolly old rest.
Sounds like a holiday to me.
Oh, I can't believe I'm on a boat with you fucks. Oh, Lani, thoughts?
Well, we need to find water, don't we?
Yep.
I think if we come back with no water, we might be asking for trouble already.
If we come back
But
with
is
no
that-
water,
is
then
that-
we're dead already.
Yeah. But no. Finding some things to smash in sounds fun.
All right. Get to rowing then, big boy.
Here's another thought. Wait a fucking second. Well, no, don't wait. Keep rowing, Lanny. But hear me out. What is on that boat that we want to go back for? I
I mean,
mean,
otherwise we're stranded on an island.
How sure are we? We don't know how big the place is.
clearly there are signs of some habitation. I mean, we could wait it out and catch the next passing ship, maybe. Or build our own. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be complicated. I'm thinking more like a glorified raft.
You did see the storm last night, right?
Yeah, but to be fair, I fancy my chances more with storms than I do with that backstabber. I mean, it's an option. We can mull it over.
First problem first. Let's
Yeah.
take the first thing first. Let's get out of this fucking boat and get on some land. Because my sea legs are wearing a bit thin.
On the other hand, if we were to go back to the ship and we were to alleviate the current owner of his duties, then does that mean that we then own a boat?
Captain Lanny.
I like the ring of that. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no,
I'm not.
Lanny, I can see you up there. Giant hat, big tricorn hat, wind blowing in your in front of you.
Hey, I have got hair.
Yeah, bit thin.
No,
But
no,
anyway.
look. Lanny stops rowing for a second and he uncoils his hair and it falls down to his waist.
Oh,
Oh, bloody hell.
that's impressive.
I just keep it up out of the way.
All right.
And carries on rowing with it flowing in the wind.
But yeah, so I mean, let's look at the crew, shall we? Obviously, you got Plug. Then you got Scourge, who I have already promised I am going to take the fucking teeth off of. You got Fedor. And then I think everyone else after that is a little bit maybe this way, maybe that way. You know, we've got the three Radumis, and I don't think there's any love lost there. You got Albert, who currently is tied up, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. What's his face? Matey boy, who was playing with his wheel last night. Tally, yeah. He seemed alright to me, you know. He seems amenable.
Donkerbar will be with us. He's on my side.
Yes,
Yeah.
he will, I'm sure that he will be
How
the
much?
turn of the tide. He will.
Oh,
He'll
will
definitely
be
swing it for us.
Of immense use, I'm very sure.
Must be as an anchor.
What about Croup?
Oh, Creep's, Creep fucking hates Plug. Don't
That's
worry
good
about
to
him.
know.
And let's face it, he's probably drunk, so you know.
I mean, I wouldn't fancy his chances much in a fight, but he won't try and stop us, I don't think. And I'm thinking if we do get back to the ship, the sooner we can set the owlbear free, the better.
Yeah. I see that. What about Marita, Plug's whore?
Might have to watch out for that. I've
Well, I
not
mean,
seen enough of her to gauge either way.
I mean, do we know that she's actually, you know, with him? You know, is she there consensually?
Seems pretty fucking consensual to me.
Right, well, you know, what's another body?
Yeah. I mean, It's a lot to think about, and it's a lot to worry about, but it's definitely an idea. I think if we showed we had the upper hand, we could maybe do it. But at the moment, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, Plug's useful to me.
I'm sorry, come again?
Yeah, I know. Tastes fucking rotten saying it, but he's fucking useful to me at the moment. He got me my diamond.
Right. Well,
And he wants to keep giving me more power on the ship to
If-
be his mage.
We kill him, you'll have all the power on the ship.
Yeah.
Do any of us know how to run a ship?
I mean, well, I've picked up a bit of knowledge on the whole rigging thing.
So
Nah,
no.
run a business.
Hold on a minute. I've been up there past couple of days, doing all the pulling of the ropes and the sails. We've got, obviously, Tally seems to know what he was doing last night with the wheel. And we don't have to keep it. We just need to get back to civilization, sell the fucking thing, and then we're off.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Or we could keep it.
Well,
no hope.
Here's my thought. If we go back to the ship and all this plays out real nice and we gain, the upper hand and we take the ship, I reckon we should follow through with with Captain Harrigan's original plan. Because we don't want to bump into that wanker again, having stolen the ship. I'd rather get to dry land, carry on with his plan, get rid of it how he wants to get rid of it, and then when we're on dry land we can say, we've done everything for you, we've also got rid of that backstabber Plug because he was going to nick it all for himself. You're welcome, we're going now.
Well, I admire your optimism. I somehow don't think that old Captain Harry Bollocks is going to welcome us with open arms when he sees that his ex-first mate is now dead.
And I don't think he'll let us go
No,
if we just say, by the way, we're leaving.
no, I don't think somehow that is going to be the way that things are going to go down.
You're forgetting something. Dry land, the underground, that's our territory, bruv.
Indeed. However, all I'm concerned about is the fact that we're going to rock up to Aragon and go, "Hello, mate. Yeah, here's your boat," and he's going to punch our faces in like he did last time. Or did you forget? Was the memory knocked out of your head along with your teeth?
Quite possibly, but alright, well, look, these are all possibilities we can mull over as we are trying to find some fucking water.
How close are we while we've been arguing and bickering about our choices?
Probably run up on the
You've
shore
just
like
hit
10
shore.
minutes ago.
Yeah, you've been sat on the sand for about 5 minutes now.
Laddie's just grabbed a coconut, cracked it on his head, and started
Laddie,
drinking.
He's just been sat there listening.
Right.
We go now. We're here.
Yeah, sorry. Got
So,
caught up in that one.
I wasn't 100% sure where you wanted to go. I'm assuming you wanted to go to the shore, but not directly to the structures that you saw. So
Yes.
I'm going to say, like, somewhere between the structures and this, like, rocky
The pointy
fist.
thing, yeah.
Well, there's this, like, fist-shaped thing on the east side, and on the west side there's an actual, like, it's not a mountain, what would you call it? It's a large, it's like cliffs that kind of meet
Hill.
in a point.
Yeah.
No, it's not a hill. It's
It's
more
a
mountain
hill.
than hill.
Like a
It's about...
a very tall headland with a sharp drop off.
It's a big hill.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Hey,
more
Torrin's
cliffs than
the
hill.
smart one, not me.
Okay. Now that you hit land, you reckon it's like it's like 500 feet at the highest point.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's not a hill. Okay, but yeah, you're on the shore now. So yeah, to the.
We'd probably
one
want to
side
hit
that-
shore sort of 500 feet to the side of what some of the buildings.
Okay.
Far enough that no one would see us land, but close enough that we can get to it without
Well-
too much of a hike.
I think, to be honest, if somebody was there, they would have seen you coming. But you're not. I imagine you're like half a mile down the beach.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I say beach. Where you've landed and this entire stretch, the sandy area is really not that large. It's like a. It's not that many meters of sand, and then you basically hit jungle, which seems very thick, and it's almost more. Looking through the trees, it's almost more swampy than actual jungle. Very like almost mangrovey wetland.
Okay.
Yeah. But very thick and dense.
Okay.
So, which way do you want to go?
I think towards the settlement. The huts, but stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay, if you all want to move stealthily, then I will need stealth checks, please.
Yep. What's my stealth con? There you are. Hey.
Okay.
I am like
As a
the
group, that's not bad. What did you say?
wind. I am like the wind.
Like the wind. So you'll start creeping slowly. I assume you're like following the tree line.
Yeah.
Towards these structures. And you get closer, and you don't see any movement. You don't see any people. In fact, you see no signs of life at all. As you get closer, you start to relax. And then it becomes apparent that these structures are obviously fairly old and haven't been used for quite a while. The wood is old and dry, parts of it are falling down. There's like little wooden huts on like little raised stilts. You see like remnants of like grass covering some of the roofs. But this seems to be a completely abandoned little village. Been possibly here for decades.
Okay, so it's not seen any people in a while.
No,
Okay.
as I said, you see absolutely no signs of life whatsoever.
Alright, this could be nice and easy. Let's spread out and see if they've got a well.
Yeah. Let's do that. Or if there's any streams heading down towards the sea.
That works too.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, keep close enough, like keep in shouting distance, but. Let's
So anyone
let's
who's
just have
having a look around, I'd like an investigation check, please.
Fuck me.
Sorry, investigation.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, we're shit.
Yep.
So it'll be Des that finds it, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't find a well or water. You just find a lot of sand, dried leaves. But to the south of the village, at the tree line, you do find a path heading south.
Well,
The jungle seems to continue that way, and now looking down the path to your right, you see the start of this little mountain range, which kind of it rises up to the right of you, and then, as I said, it kind of seems to go back and curve again to the left, away from you, and seems to go quite a distance in that direction.
I mean, there's a path. Path's got to lead somewhere, right?
well, if you lived in a place like this, where would you regularly walk to? A water source, right?
You'd think.
Mountains?
It's what we used to do. We had a spring that came down and you could collect the water. Reminds me a lot of home, this.
Now,
Yeah,
let's think about it. Rivers, as far as I can tell, often form up in mountains and
Exactly.
come down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a jungle over there, or lots of plants, and they need water to live. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got two choices, I guess.
Let's go towards the mountains, I reckon.
I think a mountain sounds like a good idea.
Because some plants can live on salt water. And we don't want that.
Yeah,
We
it's
want
true.
the good stuff.
However, I feel we have almost a secondary mission, in that we are kind of still looking out for Sandara and Rosie if we
Yes.
happen to come across those fucking octopusy type things.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
I've got a funny feeling they ain't going to be climbing too many mountains.
I think you're right. But if we go up high, we might get a glimpse of something.
I've got an idea. Could be a stupid one.
Well, it's not coming from your brother, so I won't immediately write it off.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That thing you done with your voice.
Yeah.
Can you do that and shout for Sandara or Rosie? I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is it might draw unwanted attention, but
I think it's more likely to draw the unwanted attention.
yeah,
It'll bring animals or monsters. Trying to find out what it is. If Sandara and Rosie are free, and they've managed to survive and see an island, they'll be on the shore looking out for a ship somewhere.
got an idea actually. I'll just find a random stick somewhere, tie Rosie's scarf to it, stick it in the sand next to a hut, and then with a dagger I'll carve into the hut. Wait here, we'll be back. The twins.
okay.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I've just frantically loaded a map because I think this is going to make things a little easier.
Oh, and I'll also put an arrow pointing in the direction we've gone. and I'll put, we've gone this way.
You're writing a fucking essay on the wall.
Don't
Right
follow
was the
her.
day when we arrived at the seashore.
Just so
Immediately
they know,
we struck north.
just if they find it, they know which direction we've headed in, and they can come follow us if they want, or they can wait there.
My
You
name
now see the
is Des. I have a tingling sensation in my nuts where Torrin has twatted me.
Can
Sounds
you
just
now
like me.
see the
It's very
It's in
slowly loading.
It's very slowly loading. It's a big map, I guess.
is it? Oh, sorry.
Apparently. Cool, because I like Big Mac, and not lie.
Oh dear.
Copyright.
Not the way you sang it.
Wow.
Oh!
That's fine. There are any feelings, they'll heal.
How much of this are we supposed to be seeing? Just that top bit, or
Can
All
you
of it.
see all of it, or is it some of it hidden?
Not yet,
Some
no.
of it's hidden, I think.
Huh?
It's either hidden or not loaded in.
yeah?
From
so
here,
I am
here.
deliberately hiding some of it.
yes, then we've got the map then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
corner is where
Okay.
we see to.
Oh,
So
no.
everything is-
Okay.
More of it
No,
is
no.
being
yeah,
revealed.
more of it.
you are revealing stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to reveal what you would have seen basically.
Okay.
So you can see the ship there.
Yeah.
We can see.
So I think you would have
We can see that much.
Oh yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Okay, good. So you would have landed about. Why can't I click now?
Wrong layer.
No, I'm on the object layer.
Different tool.
You're a different tool.
Oh, select, move. Here? I seem to be stuck in one thing. I can't click for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Get a refresh.
We, by any chance...
Ah, I know why. Okay. So if I push... There we go. Okay, so... There we go. So, I assumed you landed about here.
Yeah.
And you see this little path.
Uh-huh.
This is where you are now.
Okay.
Lovely.
You are here.
And where
As I
are
said, here's
the huts? Are they kind of here?
Yeah, this where the path starts, basically.
Okay, cool.
You're these huts here, and this path leads now into the jungle. Here's this rocky outcrop jutting out, and here's the beginning of this large
Mountain.
rocky mountainous
Okay.
thing. So
The expanse.
I need to know
Large
where
hill.
you're going, please.
It's with-
Towards the large hill,
Yeah.
I would vote.
You want to go this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, this is going through thick jungle. Which
On the
is,
path?
I think
Oh, the
follow
path leads south.
See where the path.
Oh, if you want to follow the path, that's not here. This
Sorry.
would be where the...
Yeah, no, so the path goes south. The mountain
Yes.
is where we think maybe water will be.
Yes.
I mean, the path's got to lead somewhere, right?
Yeah. Otherwise it wouldn't be a
So-
path.
I think the path is my vote.
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. The path.
Yeah?
So
Okay.
I guess we're going for the path.
Okay. Then you start to follow the path. So, you leave the beach behind you and start your way into this jungle. As I said, this is more... It's almost mangrovey. There's patches of wetness all around you. It's almost swampy.
But that'll be like
Moist.
salty, salt marshy kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brackish.
Brackishy water, yeah. You do actually pass like a little stream at one point, but if you try the water, it's very salty and brackish. This isn't drinking water.
Ugh.
And you continue on, and it gets darker as the jungle becomes thicker. But then you reach a little cross section in the jungle. The jungle kind of stops.
Oh.
And there is a section heading from left to right where the trees do not grow, although above the canopy does actually meet. You have a stretch of about 50 feet where the ground becomes incredibly muddy,
Oh.
soft, swampy, hard to tell. It certainly doesn't look too solid.
I think we should
At
probably
the edge of
skirt
this-
this.
You can see some old wooden planks and peppering a path across this gap are vertical standing wooden pillars.
Oh,
And it's obviously the remnants of some sort of footbridge, long since rotten, or at least degraded over time. So is that clear?
Yeah.
All you can see is like the... Go on.
I was gonna say, as we proceed, I'm going to use my quarterstaff to like test the ground in front of us, just so I can see where the solid parts are, so we don't end up accidentally stepping into the bog.
Okay. So as I said, where it starts to become soft is kind of marked with some wooden planks that are still laying there, which you assume made up the actual pathway of this bridge. And after that point, the ground becomes incredibly soft, and if you poke in your stick, it just kind of like squelches and disappears.
Excellent.
I'll
So
suggest we
a
don't step
bridge
there.
over a bog, then.
Basically, yeah. Now these pilings are staggered, so there's one left, and then there's like a 5-foot gap, and then there's one on the right, and then one on the left again, and one on the right, all the way over to the other side.
Well, got
None
a
of that
bad
seems
feeling
good.
about this.
And if you look left and right, this thing seems to continue as far as you can see.
Excellent.
I've got a horrible feeling that if Lanny steps on any of that stuff, he's just going to go straight through.
Yeah.
How far did you say the distance across was? These planks?
Let me just say exactly, but I would say it's about 50 foot from one side to the other.
These planks all the way
Until-
across.
No, there's no planks. There's just these pilings, these vertical posts
Okay.
that
Oh,
once
I see
held
what
the
you
bridge.
mean,
But the planks that you would have walked on have long since gone. And it's about 50 foot until the ground appears normal again.
Carry on with these planks, or we find a way around, or we fuck off back to the beach and try the mountain.
We're in already. We could go along it and see if we find something else, but the path leads here, so whatever we want to find is on the other side. I
Well,
almost
you
just
guys-
want to say, fuck it.
Yeah, you guys give it a try, and then I'll see if I can, at the end, which I don't ruin it for you.
well, that's
How about-
very gracious of you.
What we do is we go across, we give Lanny the rope, which we carry on either end, and if he gets stuck, we should be able to pull him out with the rope.
Yeah, sounds good.
Don't sound bad.
We can try.
Now, to make this clear, because I don't exactly know what you're thinking, these wooden posts, they are large enough that you could theoretically stand on one. So it is theoretically possible to jump from one post to the other and make your way across.
I'm gonna try that.
It's a bit of a... You're going to have to jump between each one, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a bit of a balancing act.
Now, see,
But
I
they're
was
not...
more considering we pull those fuckers down and then we walk along like a bridge.
Pull them
I like
down.
that idea better.
What do you mean you pull them down? Have I
You said
described this badly?
I don't know. You
I
said
think-
you said
I
that they are.
think- Posts in the floor, and then the
Yeah.
planks would have sat on top of them. Is that what you mean?
Right. Sorry, I thought they were up high. No, right. I get it. Yep.
No, they're like jutting out of this mud, basically,
Yeah.
about
Okay.
a foot.
I get it now.
They're sticking up like little.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and jump them.
What could go wrong?
I'm gonna tie the end of the rope around my waist, and
On
I'm
the
gonna
grappling hook.
and I'm gonna give the other end to Lanny and the group, and I'm gonna basically be the experiment, and I'm gonna try and get across it.
Okay. Could I have an acrobatics check, please?
Yes. Don't be a dick, guys.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. So you hop onto the first one, and I mean, you're slightly worried about how stable it's going to be, but it seems stable enough, and it's large enough that you can balance on it adequately. So you turn and then jump to the other one. Like I said, it's about 4 or 5 feet between each one, so you are having to like jump and get a little bit of air time.
Yeah.
But you're a nimble fella, and from behind you, the guys watch as you like jump from left to right, and with your coat flapping behind you, you start making your way across these pillars. When he reaches about halfway, suddenly, on the left side, the mud itself seems to explode almost
Uh-oh.
and lunge towards him.
What the fuck?
Can I have some information? Oh, I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay. But in that case, I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait.
We're
There
fighting
we go.
mud.
Oh,
Oh dear
It's a
God.
bit loud, isn't it?
What?
And a
We
bit
can change it
loud.
on our end. We'll
That's
change
right.
it on our end.
Yeah. Also, I need a token to bit a roll off of.
yeah,
Oh,
please.
fuck, I completely forgot about this. I was all proud of myself that I'd got all my prep done early enough. And now...
You just need to copy and paste the tokens from the boat.
Yeah, I think I can do that all at once as well. Typical.
Okay. Don't be tough.
I was seriously, I was like, oh, I got all my prep done really early this week.
It's fine.
Oh,
Gives me
Good
time
of
to
me.
stuff a brownie in my face.
good DM. So let's try this. There we go.
Ah! I'm in a swamp!
So you will all be down here, exactly. And Des, you're about here.
What are you?
Oh, God, my initiative is almost
Wow.
terrible. Good lord. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, 20 keeping it real. That's a frog. That's a big frog.
It would appear so.
My dex score is 17. What's yours?
16.
Oh, wow. I'll go first.
Oh, the frog got 3!
Yay!
Torrin is not appearing on the turn order.
Are you not there, Torrin, dear?
Apparently not.
So,
But Lanny and I both rolled a 21.
My dexterity is 17.
My dexterity is not.
So
Okay,
what
see
was
that
yours, Torrin? I missed your roll, Torrin. Where are you? 21. There we go.
21. So I will go after Lanny. Because my dex is only a +2.
Okay.
I can
So,
put myself
Torrin.
in. I'll put myself in as a 20 because I'm going to be after.
Okay.
After Lanny, because his dex is higher than mine.
I can just put him up. There we go.
That also works.
Can you put me above my brother, please? Because my dex is higher. Thank you.
Illusion of
Okay.
grandeur.
So, go on then. Lanny.
So Lanny's seeing this monster, whatever it is, not knowing, appear out of the bog. He turns to Torrin and is like, "Shall I go? Shall I attack it?"
Yes.
Okay. And Lanny runs and he's going to attempt to hopscotch across the logs.
Okay.
Post, whatever you want to call them.
So I will need an acrobatics check, please.
Roll well, Lanny.
Oh,
Nice.
Devvie is on a rope, by the way.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. So yeah, 15's enough to move. So you can
Okay,
make
so
your normal
Lanny would
movement.
go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and with his last step, Lanny's going to actually jump forward into the bog.
me. Okay.
As he's jumping across, Lanny will rage,
Nice.
and he will come down with them all onto the creature, frog, whatever it is.
Nice.
So that will be a 9 to hit, which will not hit.
Nope. A 9
No.
certainly will not hit.
No.
Also, as you land, your feet immediately sink up to about your shins, and your feet are just enveloped by this muddy stuff.
Yeah, so as Lanny's jumped off the post, feet into the bog, and it's just swung down and clean missed. Oh no! And that ends his turn.
Torrin.
All right. Not being as dexterous. 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. I am going to reach into my bag on my belt and pull out the diamond, and it's going to begin to hover between my hands, and I am going to... The diamond is going to begin to spin, and a ball of black lightning is going to fly out of the diamond as I cast Chromatic Orb on the nasty bastard.
Okay.
Lightning damage. Does a 16
Is
hit?
It does. My only question is there any effect because he's in melee combat?
No.
There's no penalty for shooting into combat.
No.
Okay.
If I'm in combat, I have a disadvantage on ranged spells, but if the target is in combat, there's no change.
Okay, fine.
That is also piss poor damage.
Not
You know what
great.
happens to
Yeah,
a frog when it's hit by
yes.
lightning?
3, 3, 3.
explodes.
the under. Not yet. They don't.
Damn it. Also, thank you for the X-Men reference, even if it was for the
So-
ship.
You frazzle this frog, Lul, and this mud that it's caked in. A lot of it kind of solidifies due to the heat and cracks off of it. And you can see now some wounded flesh underneath. But he's still going. This I didn't even describe it. It is basically like a giant toad.
Nice.
Well,
So
it's fucking rude.
it's rude.
Yes. Oh no! That one's going to be rude too.
Yep.
What?
So I don't know if you see it, Devvie, but from behind you, there's another giant
God, that noise.
toad-like
That
creature
noise was
erupts
moist.
out of the mud.
That was a wet noise.
That was a wet one. I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay, then it is your turn.
Okay. Ugh. Shit. Well. Oh. Bollocks. Right. Laddie. You take that one. This cheeky wanker behind me has just popped up. And I'm gonna do. Right. You need to make a deception check for the frog.
A deception check.
Yeah, and I make an insight check.
Is it not the other way around?
As a bonus action, I can make an insight check against a creature that can see that it's incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check.
Okay, that seems odd,
Yeah.
but okay.
For a frog?
It feels like
Yeah.
it should be. It feels like it should be the other way around.
It's no. In insightful fighting, it means I can predict if it's fainting or not.
Okay.
So I guess that's how it makes sense. Yeah.
I thought it was more like you're fainting and
Yeah,
checking it, but
no, I
okay, no,
thought-
it's you reading. It's you reading them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make a deception check.
Ah, good. So if I hit on this turn,
Well,
I...
it has a -4, so...
That's amazing.
Right. Go on then. Did that go through? Yeah, there he is. There's an 18 hit.
18 does it.
8 piercing plus 7 sneak attack damage.
Oof. Oof, that's 15 if my maths are correct.
I believe so.
Okay. So, yes, you stab Frog. Your blade goes through it quite easily. And you're pretty sure you've touched some inner organs.
Good.
But it is still moving.
Okay. That's... Yeah, alright. I think I can't move... yeah, no, I can't move out of the other one's melee range, otherwise you'll get an attack of opportunity on me, so I think for better or worse I'm just going to have to stay where I am for the minute.
I'm just going to stay...
on top of the piling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done, thank you.
I've just used the moment in the music to actually... Hang on a sec. I'm just going to turn it down again.
Okay.
Okay. So if you turn it up a little bit now, it should be... Oh, man!
What's going on?
I'm sorry. I'm just pressing buttons randomly and hope it's going to be okay.
It's fine. We can do all the music on our side to make it okay for us. Don't worry about changing things in the system.
It's okay. I've just turned it down a little bit, so it should now be normal.
Swamp battle.
Okay. Desi?
Troy?
Desmond?
I put myself on mute. Right. Okay.
Monologuing.
I was monologuing. You missed my entire soliloquy. Right.
Oh no! What a shame.
What a
Whatever
shame.
shall we do?
I'm sure you are beside yourself with the utmost grief. Right. So I am going to run forward along the steppy stones, and I'm going to basically drop myself directly into the mud next to my brother there, and start
Into the mud?
punching.
Okay. Can I have an acrobatics check, please?
Yeah, and if I fuck this up, I'm quitting as a monk. Just saying. Acrobatics. That wasn't great.
Okay. That's enough to get you there.
And
So
I'm going...
again, as I explained to Lani, as you jump and make contact with the surface, your feet just... and you feel them being sucked in.
Mhm.
And they disappear and you're already up to your shins.
That's right. Okay, so I am going to, in jumping off of that pillar and into the water, I'm going to bring my quarterstaff down on the top of its head.
Okay.
Just a 20 hit.
A 20 does hit.
So that's 8 bludgeoning.
Nice.
8 bludgeoning. So you come down with this... I'm guessing the attack was part of the movement.
Pretty much, yeah. Just jumping off and...
So yeah, you jump down, yeah, and as your feet make contact with the mud, as does your stick with head of frog, and it stops.
Hey.
Sweet. Nice one, bruv.
Thank you very much. As a bonus action, I would like to not sink.
Is that a monk ability?
Remember, crying is a free action.
Is there anything I can do here to help me get out of the mud? Does slow fall count? Can I slowly fall into the mud?
Slow sink.
Maybe next turn.
Yes. Okay. There you go. It's me.
So it's now this frog's turn, and I think it's just going to mindlessly keep attacking you, Devvie.
Okay.
So, it's a 14.
Yes, that is my armor class.
Ooh.
Okay, so you
Oh,
take
no.
6 piercing damage.
6.
Yeah, as this wide maw just kind of wraps around half of your body. It doesn't exactly have teeth, but it has like very sharp gums,
Yeah.
and and it doesn't let go. You are now grappled as you feel its jaw tightening around you.
Ah, bollocks.
As a reaction, and my sentinel feet, can I attack it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot you took that. So, what does Sentinel...
Means
What does
if
Sentinel let you
an
do?
enemy attacks an opponent within 5 feet of me, I
Yeah.
can make a reaction attack.
Is that after the attack or before?
Right. I think it's after attack. So they make an attack against one of my allies. I can make an attack as a reaction.
It basically allows you to make an attack as a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought it doesn't negate the attack.
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't negate. No.
Okay, good. Yeah, then make your attack.
16.
A 16 does hit.
11 points of damage.
Give it to me!
So Lanny sees the frog attack Devvie and wrap its mouth around him and just no. Hammer down and essentially just pushes it beneath the swamp layer.
You smack it so hard that it sinks down into the...
Yeah.
Okay. It becomes one with the mud around you and dies.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to very abruptly stop this music again. Because I'm a bit of a tit and I don't know how to use this program. So are you ready? I'm going to cough and then stop the music. Ready?
Yeah.
Seamless.
Seamless.
Absolutely.
No one would
Totally.
Nobody
ever have known.
noticed. So, as you see this giant toad creature sink down into the mud, you realise you're also now down to about your knees.
Ooh, grab the pining.
Yeah. Lanny spins around and tries to get himself pull up off onto that post.
Okay, can I have a strength check, please?
Strength saving.
Or
or
I'll take
just
athletics,
check?
actually. No, not saving throw. Strength or athletics. I guess athletics.
Hold on. I'll check. Athletics is strength, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I get an advantage.
You get advantage because you're raging, yeah?
An 18. No, sorry, 19.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. If you just grab the post, I mean, it's tough because it's almost as if this mud is like actively sucking your legs down. But you do manage to pull, and with like a popping sound, almost you release your limbs.
What happened to me when the frog grabbed him? Did it kind of rear up onto the post and bite me, or did it drag me down?
No, it released you when Lani hit it. It released you.
Okay.
So
I'm still up on the post.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am going
guess.
to.
I guess. You're right. Too late. I should have had it pull you in, but alas, it is too late.
Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't have had time. It basically, it bit him, and then Lanny whacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Devvie was grappled, so it was the question of would the frog have released when it was hit or not. It doesn't matter. I've let it go now, so
Okay.
I'll say it released you as it was hit.
Okay. So as I'm up on the post, I'm gonna extend a hand down to my brother and try and pull him out of the mud.
Okay.
Steady,
Then, Devvie, you can make a check with advantage.
Okay. Athletics.
Yes. Sorry, Des needs to make.
Oh,
a check
okay.
with Dev.
Good, because mine's pathetically
Des.
bad.
So what was it? Athletics.
Yeah.
Yep. So your brother is assisting you by pulling you up.
Nice.
17. Yep.
Thank you, bruv.
You're right.
Can I try dragging the frog with me?
Dragging it with you, pulling it up with you.
Oh, not necessarily up, out, but maybe along the mud kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's
Obviously, it's dead.
with a 17. I guess you pull it a little closer to you. Yeah. So that when you kind of clamber up onto this this post below you, and the frog is now here, so it's within reach of you. But when you're pulling it, you realise this is quite a chonky fella. It probably weighs more than you do.
Oh Lord, he's coming. I'm going to kind of position it so that its face is facing upward, as if it's looking up at the sky. And I'm going to prise its jaws open and start rummaging around and see if there's anything in its stomach that I can retrieve.
You're looting the toad.
Sorry. You might have to repeat that because I think I have a slight brain malfunction. What do you want to do? You want to open up the frog's mouth?
Yep.
Punch your fist into it
I
and
didn't say
rummage
anything
around.
about, I didn't say anything about punching, but yeah, sure.
Okay. What the fuck? I don't even know what to ask for. What's the roll?
Investigation.
Sure.
Roll for
Give me a
punch
survival
looting.
check.
Oh my god.
You're
Roll for dissection.
slitting a frog's innards. Yeah. Yeah, sure, survival.
Ah, never mind.
There's a slight bit of vomit in Torrin's mouth.
it's a bit wet in it.
Oh my god.
Lanny's just like, that's really me.
Listen. If you put your ear up to it, you can hear the sea.
You can hear the swamp.
I hear an idiot.
I heard that.
You were supposed to.
Did you want to do this or not, Des? Or did you decide against it?
No, I did it. Yeah, I opened up.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see the roll. Yeah. Okay, you. Sorry, I completely missed that you'd rolled already. Okay, you plunge your hand into this like large meaty wallet in front of you.
Oh wow!
And rummage around as if looking for loose change. You know, like when you look for like loose change down the back of your couch between the cushions. That's basically what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be using the term large meaty wallet now to the end of my days.
That's a
And
descriptor.
your finger does brush up against something hard, and you grasp it and pull it out. But when you pull it out, you realise it just seems to be a small bone of some sort.
I am speechless.
I'm just going to look at my brother and go, all right, and continue jumping.
Hey,
Look.
hey, you fucks wait for me. I'm not as good as that as you are.
Someone's still got the other end of this rope.
Yeah, Lanny, who's next to you.
So,
Sorry.
Devvie, you make it to the other side.
Yay.
I'm keeping this bone, by the way.
Anyone who's continuing will need to make acrobatics checks.
I'm going to wait for Torrin to catch up.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to roll my acrobatics check with a d4.
Yeah, pretty good.
So, I'm just going to put you there because you're about halfway. You've
Total
Oh,
of 16.
guys.
16.
16. Yeah, that's enough. The 15 was enough.
Wonderful.
But you're going to need to make a second check to get to the other side. So, Lanny.
I'm just going to pause for a minute.
Lanny is over the other side.
I hate this.
It's just a bit of mud.
It's not the mud that I hate, it's the fucking creatures coming out of it.
Well, this can die quite easily.
Yeah, just about. Oh, Merkel, guide me. And guidance again, because fuck that. Acrobatics. Part. Duh.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Torrin, you fall fat.
Hold on.
trip-
She needs to do a d4.
11.
You jump onto this post and your heel slides and you feel your toes going over and there's the moment where you do that weird thing where where you rotate your arms backwards
Pinwheeling.
and then as you feel yourself tipping forward you actually jump over to the next one to stop yourself falling in, and then you just manage to catch your balance on that one and then continue over to the other side.
Thank you, Lord.
Very impressive.
All right, now you.
Yes.
Yeah, see now that I've said that, I'm going to go ass over tea kettle straight into the mud. I can see it coming.
Yep.
Acrobatics, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
That's enough to get you to the other side.
No face over tit today.
Yay.
Yep.
So you'll make it. So,
Got a bone.
now, no one mentioned it, but I'm going to assume you still have the barrel with you.
Yeah.
Or did you want to leave that in the boat?
I thought we were carrying it.
I thought
No,
we would
I
take
think
it.
we would have carried it.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
just,
we're supposed to be
I'm just
finding
going to
water.
assume you have it with you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
That's good. That's because you're a
there,
nice DM.
there may have been a little bit of logistics to get that over, but I'm just going to assume you have it.
Lanny carried it. That was it.
It's on Lanny's head.
Exactly.
Yeah, Lanny's wearing it as a hat.
A very
So, I assume
small
you want
hat.
to I assume you want to continue into the jungle?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody okay? Did they get you?
Yeah, I got nipped. But I'm alright for the minute.
I mean, you're not bleeding out, is what I mean.
No. As long as
That's
I
alright
can
then.
get a rest before we get back to the ship. That's all I'm worried about.
As long as you're not bleeding out, we're all good.
Yeah, all good.
Alright. Where's this path go then?
Let's find
Can we
out.
see it?
You can see the path, yeah. The path seems to continue.
I guess we should probably move on then, shouldn't we?
Okay. So, you follow the path for about half a mile, maybe?
Mhm.
At which point, you start to notice, one after the other, there's a very odd smell in the air. And it's becoming increasingly stronger as you continue. On one side, it's almost sweet, but like a sickly sweet smell, like a cheap perfume. But mixed with that, there's this unmistakable stench of decay.
That's not good.
Now, Lanny,
And
what did you eat?
as you continue, you suddenly find yourselves in an opening. The path opens out, and before you is a huge tree standing in the middle of a clearing, which has been draped with some sort of huge tent, as if the tree itself was the center pole of the tent, and then draped away from that is like this canopy, which creates like a semicircle and is open on one side towards you.
I
You
don't
look,
like this.
you see smears of red on this tent and on the floor, and as you look inside, the floor is crawling with insects. The air inside is buzzing with flies, and there seems to be just a heaping mound of cushions and clothing and humanoid body parts rotting.
Oh dear.
Right, well, should we go back and check the mountain?
I'm quite intrigued by this, actually.
Oh, you
That's
can
not,
fuck
that's
right
not
off
said
if
out,
you think
that's
I'm
not
going
said
in
out
there.
loud. But you can see Torrin is quite. She is in no way taken aback by any of this. She's quite curious. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Yeah, no, I kind of don't want to see any more of it. Should we do a fuck off the other way, or?
I think I might want to have a look, actually.
Oh, fucking hell.
There might be some clue of anything of any life or something here.
Well, there's life here. It's currently helping along the decomposition process of all these horrible body parts. I gesture to the mass of creepy crawlies.
It looks like it's been here a while, but I think we need to have a look, see if we can find if there's any clues. Sandy and Rosie may have been here.
Oh,
Good
bloody
point.
hell.
I hope not, but these look quite old.
I mean, that's a lot of decomposition.
Come on, let's just check the top layer of stuff, see if there's anything fresher.
Yeah, I'm willing to. Yeah.
We don't have to stay long, but we owe it to look.
I will stand
I'm not
lookout.
busy.
I'll look out. I'll be the lookout. You can rummage through that detritus. I'm gonna stay right here.
I'm going to get Zima out from inside my coat, and I'm going to cast light on the little leather strap that's around her ankle, and let her sit on my shoulder. So I've got 20 feet of light around me, and then another 20 feet of dim light.
Okay.
Des, do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'll step in.
Into the tent?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. The smell here is almost unbearable. As you have to breathe, and as it fills your lungs, you start gagging. This odd combination of like sickly sweet and like rotting flesh. Just you feel yourself like gagging, almost like you're gonna vomit. As you scan the area, amongst these piles of clothes and cushions and body parts, you do actually see a couple of chests tucked away. But before you, something suddenly moves, and a head turns up towards you. And this head becomes an entire body which stands up, perfectly disguised amongst debris. Stands what was once a woman, wearing what was once possibly a beautiful silk gown, now torn and ripped and desecrated. Her skin is sallow and purple. Her eyes are completely red and bloodshot. Parts of her skin are scabbing and rotting away. Her hands are drenched in caked, dried blood. Her teeth are sharp, but the most disturbing thing is a long, pointed tongue, dripping with a mix of saliva and blood hanging from her mouth, reaching down to her waist. And as she rises, she hisses at you.
I'm fucking off out 10.
And
Thanks.
that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh shit!